Hi everyone, welcome to another X-Wing review. Now FFG have released the teaser article for the Protectorate Starfighter, so that's what we're going to look at today. First thing I think we should look at is obviously it seems a bit of a bare bones pack. You can see on the picture I've got up over here, it's only got 2 upgrade cards, but it does come with 6 different ships cards. So you get the full range from pilot skill 1 all the way through to pilot skill 9. So it feels more like a TIE Fighter or a TIE Interceptor packs that you get. Without the multitude of upgrades that would come in, it's pretty hard to get excited about this pack and how it's going to influence other parts of the game. It's mainly what this ship itself is going to add to the Scum and Villainy faction. So we'll move on. I'll bring up the first batch of stuff. So give me a second. As you can probably tell, I'm upstairs, not in the basement. The computer is broken, which is preventing me from doing videos for a little while, so I've had to set the laptop up. So hopefully this comes through okay. But the first one is the Zealous Recruit, PS1, 3 attack, 3 agility, 4 hull, 0 shields. So the bare bones package, and I like it as a package. For actions on the action bar: focus, target lock, barrel roll and boost. It's got everything you'd want. Unfortunately, 20 points seems quite high. I mean, it compares in the article to the TIE FO and the Interceptor. I've tried to fly 5 alphas myself, and it isn't a very good list, to be honest. So I don't feel like you're going to need to buy 5 packs of this one just to try and go for a 5 Zealot Recruit list. Definitely 3 to 4 packs if you like the ship. I feel like 18 points would have been a better level for it to sit at. Going in side by side with the Alpha Squadron Interceptor, it's a better package. It's got 1 more hull and the target lock action, and can get access to a torpedo. But I just feel like we don't see alphas anyway. It would be a really useful ship. So I feel like the generic use is going to come from the next 2 that we talk about. So the Concord Dawn Veteran is pilot skill 3 and adds in the EPT for 22 points. So that's a pretty decent level. Scum have got the market cornered on pilot skill 3 with an EPT, and I feel like it's still the curve doesn't go. Sorry, the graph isn't a straight line. It does feel like you're getting a little bit better value from this one than the PS1, but I don't know again that it's going to be a massive game changer just yet. The EPT can give you access to some funky shenanigans. They talk about doing adaptability in the article, stuff like that. I feel like the one that comes in the pack is a really, really good one, which we'll get to in a moment. Then we have the Concord Dawn Ace, which is PS5 and has an EPT for 23 points. And this is the one where I feel like we really start getting into a usable level. So if you look at the 2 upgrades that you get, the Concord Dawn Protectorate, and this is a title, generic title, so all of them can have it. When defending, if you are inside the attacker's firing arc at range 1, you add 1 evade result. So you still get to roll your 3 dice probably with focus, and you get to add one in. They explain it pretty well in the article, which I'll link down at the bottom in the description. And it does slightly tilt the odds in your favour. I'm not saying you should want to park it at range 1 of a ghost, or you don't want to park in front of a phantom and try and mock them that way. They're still going to be rolling 5 dice at you, so it's a good thing against TIE fighters. I think it really helps them against the 2 attack dice ships, but the 4 attack dice ones I still wouldn't want to park in front of them. Then the EPT is Fearlessness. When attacking, if you are inside the defender's firing arc at range 1 and the defender is inside your firing arc, you may add 1 hit result to your roll. So this one gets really effective. Obviously you still roll your 4 dice and add in an extra hit as well. So when you bounce the 2 together on that Concord Dawn Ace, I feel like it can work. 25 points. 4 of them you can do the kamikaze list and just fly straight into people, and chances are you should take some stuff down with those kind of rolls. Obviously you were probably looking at taking a focus action, and then if you can shoot first against some lists like the I'd say that this is one of the hard counters that FFG were talking about to the U-boat list. I think it's really strong against them. You can line up pretty easily, come in, unload a hellish volley into them, and then you'll be not taking the torpedoes back, because you should hopefully be at range 1 with at least some of them, and take at least 1 U-boat down a turn. So I think this is the ship we were talking about when they said there is a hard counter coming out to a U-boats. And I'm gonna just bring up the named pilots now. So we move up in the pilot scale from 5 to 6, keep the EPT and get CAD Solus. After you execute a red maneuver, assign 2 focus tokens to your ship. So it's pretty good. We don't know the dial as of yet. There is talk about it being similar to an interceptor and TIE-FO, and I know that they say in the article that it has 6 greens, I believe. So I'd expect the full bank of 2s to be green, and then the 3 forward to be green as well, and that will give you your 6 greens. That sounds about right. And then we know it's got a 2 Talon roll, so because the Talon roll card's in there, and that's what it shows on the dial in that first picture. So depending on what his K turn is, if he's got a K turn as well, that'll decide how useful this ability is. Again, you can take stay on target to really force the ability, but I'm not sure how beneficial that would be. The next one's PS7, Old Turok. At the start of a combat phase, you may choose 1 enemy ship at range 1. If you are inside its firing arc, it discards all focus and evade tokens. This sounds a really interesting one. Again, hard counter to U-boats. You try and park him at range 1 of a U-boat and just strip its tokens off. It can really help against Fel. Any of the focused stacking ships, like the X7 Defenders now, suffer against this kind of thing. Can be an interesting take on it. And Pilot School 7 I really like. I'd maybe consider VI on him, and then just the title, keep him relatively cheap at 28 points. I don't know exactly how much benefit he'll get. I'd have to throw him in some lists, which I've not had a chance to do yet. I've been messing around trying to actually get my setup working, so I'll play around. He's the one that interests me the most at the moment. And then we have Ferry, which has When attacking or defending, if the enemy ship is at range 1, you may roll 1 additional die. So it's a power skill 9 ace we had spoiled in the wave reveal article. So you look at fearlessness on him as well, and you're starting to get a pretty scary package. You're looking at rolling 5 dice with his primary weapon, and adding in an extra hit as well, so potential 6 hits from him, which can really shut down a lot of things. If you go push the limits on him and take like advanced proton torpedo, it's 5-6 dice, which you convert in 3 misses to focuses, and then have a focus token as well, so it can really put out a lot of damage. They talk about the flying style in the article, and this guy does seem like he'll be able to park in front of someone and just burst through them. Whether you actually get the value of that out of an entire engagement is going to be quite dependent on how good this ship comes in, because if you take 1 or 2 damage back, it's not going to be quite good enough. Missing the evade action is pretty tough, because it would have been really strong with the evade and the title, guaranteeing yourself 2 evades per attack, which is probably why you don't have it, but it just makes that approach all the more vital. So we'll see. I don't know that I would fly him as an arc dodger. I feel like he'll be at his strongest when you can just drop him into something and then try and remove it from the table. It's really going to put the hurt onto the war agility stuff. Like Falcons are going to be pretty terrified of this guy, but equally he has the stuff to be able to push through against a fell if you can get him in arc. So it all depends on having the initiative and how good of a pilot you are with him. I'm not one who's going to discount Fang straight away. I feel like he's going to be good. It's just what else the scum can bring to actually back him up in a list. So I'll probably do some later on in the week. I'll try and do some should I flies with these ships and just make some lists and see what we can put together for them. Overall, I'm probably going to get 4 of them just to try the 4 ace list. I think that could be good fun to fly. I'm hoping that the dial's quite interesting. Like if it should have the hard ones, and I'm expecting all of the greens to be across the 2s. And then hopefully it'll have like a 1 bank or something as well. The Scum seems to have a plethora of ships that have that 1 hard and 1 bank on the dial, so it should make it pretty interesting to fly. And the 2 Talon roll as well. So you've got options there. We'll see. Not 100% sold on it being a game changer, but I'm not writing it off just yet. So that's my thoughts on it. Make sure you give me your thoughts in the comments. I wanted to say thanks for all the people who've subscribed. I know the content's been a little bit slow in the last 5 days. Obviously the computer being broken has put a little bit of a cramp on my style there. I'm going to try and see what the cost is going to be to get it fixed, but we'll see. If you see what I can do, and I'll get it done as quick as I can for you guys, and I'll keep trying to just pump videos out on this. If the quality is a lot worse, I'm sorry. I'll do the best I can. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.